Traders, it's Friday and we went 3 for 3 today. This is how we did it. We're going to start off on the day trade watch list and focus on the two stocks that we traded today, which was Tesla and Microsoft. Tesla was a short idea underneath 226, and I said it's trading near the support over the past 3 trading days. Is it going to break that support today? So we're going to look at this on the 5-minute time frame. 226 is right here. So what I was noting was support, 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 support. And I was thinking potentially this could break 226 today and give us that lower low. It didn't do that at all. Tesla opened up first candle went big green on the 5-minute time frame. So we adjust, right? What I saw looking back on the 5-minute time frame was this. If we're looking at where the resistance is overhead above this candle, then where is it placed at? Well, we see all of this. First of all, support there, all that resistance there, all of this consolidation here, and then yesterday, 1, 2, 3 rejections at $234. So it makes it a fairly significant level, right? So we're adapting as traders, even though long idea on Tesla above 234 is not on the watch list, we're adapting as traders based on what the stock is doing. So Tesla rallies up to $234. So moving to the 1-minute time frame, these arrows are noting my entries and exits, but I want to show you in the alert room where we started off. Tesla loaded. This is at 9:34 a.m. I'm telling you before I even take the position what contracts that I've loaded, right? No position yet. Then I say risky because, again, Tesla long is not on the watch list. I take a small entry here. Tesla, give you the contracts, give you the fill price, and the reason why I'm taking the long entry is because SPY was pressing into high of day. So again, just adapting. We are looking for a breakdown on Tesla. We're obviously not getting it initially, right? And SPY pressing into high of day. We're adapting to Tesla potentially following that move up. We want to have market backing as much as possible. And then I say my plan is to hold and add if we get confirmation. So the very small size. So 9:37 a.m. is going to be right here on this second arrow. This first arrow is where I alert it. So rallies up, I say Tesla, load these contracts. We get another move up, and I tell you, I take the entry right here. I'm thinking at this time Tesla's actually going to break out. And my plan here was if we get a breakout move, right, if we get the break above 234, my plan was going to be to add on a retest and then try to catch a run higher. We didn't get that. The stock actually drops on the next candle, which is, so I take my entry, I guess, on 936, but the alert went out at 937. So a lot of you wound up getting a better fill price than me on this dip here, which is fine because it did hold up and rally back up to $234. So we get the move. It's just trade management from here. We get the move into the high of day, and I wound up taking my profits. Now, why did I not do execute my initial plan, which was to add on a dip? Well, that's because we didn't get the dip before I was offered 20% profit. So I figured, hey, look, if Tesla's going to go here, I might as well take my profits when they're offered, and then on a dip, I will take a re-entry, and that's exactly what I did over here. Okay, so this was my plan initially to just make this one trade, but when I was offered the profits, I mean, why not, right? Why not take that when it's on the table? So Tesla, that's 10% pro so far. Again, just trade management, 9:45 a.m. That's high of day and 20% gain. That's going to be right here, 9:45 a.m. So that's the very first trade on Tesla. Now, the second trade on Tesla is very textbook. I mean, this is what we look for when we're setting trigger levels and looking at prior levels of support or resistance becoming the opposite. So this intraday resistance, $234, which we already know to be a significant level of resistance on a larger time frame, right? Going back 4 or 5 trading days, this level of resistance on a pullback now potentially becomes a point of support. So old resistance becomes what? New support, right? So then I go back in. We're trading Microsoft in between this, so I'm going to scroll down a little bit and we'll come back to Microsoft. 9:59 a.m., I'm trying re-entry right here. That's going to be on this candle. And again, same thing. I'm giving you the exact contracts. I'm giving you the exact fill price and the stop loss. We hit Microsoft 20% in the middle of that, and then it's just trade management, right? Tesla now up 10, 15, and out there at 10:02 for 20% gain. Who is your trade daddy? It's just trade management. And I'm glad that we took the profits there when we did. I mean, we could have gotten a little bit of a move higher, but this volatility started to kick up, and I wasn't about it, right? I didn't want to trade anywhere because you see it drops back below and then rallies back up. So maybe you're thinking go short and then go long and then it comes back down. So, hey, just take the profits when they're offered. We'll run with that. So that's the trade idea on Tesla. And the key point here to take away is that it was executed without a long trigger, but we adapted as traders utilizing price action from, I mean, you could have even just used yesterday's price action, but from previous days. So let's move over to Microsoft and we'll review this trade and why we took it. So back to the day trade watch list. Microsoft was a long idea above $323, 323. So we're going to draw a trend line here at 323. Microsoft opens up, a lot of consolidation here. And I love seeing this when it's happening just below the trigger level, because what this is telling me is that we picked a good level. I picked a good level, right? This level is accurate, 323. We get a little break over. I think at this time I'm mentioning like watch Microsoft, pay attention to Microsoft. Let me see in the alert room what I said exactly. So 9:47 Microsoft, watch this, alert set at 323. So that is on this candle. So as it starts to break, I'm telling you, watch it, right? Pay attention to it. And then that same minute, I go ahead and load some call contracts because I'm thinking same thing as Tesla, consolidation under the long trigger. This may be able to give us a move up into the high of day. It doesn't. It pulls back and then starts to consolidate and then rallies back up. And so what I notice at this time, because I took the entry here before we get the break of 323, but what I notice at this time is that Microsoft is on this uptrend and is creating higher lows, right? So here's your low, and then this would be a higher low, and this would be a higher low. And so it's riding this uptrend trend line. So on the pullback, I'm thinking, yeah, why not go ahead and just try an entry here with a stop loss just below this low? The reason why I do that is because it's on the higher low trend, right? And if it starts to make lower lows, then the trade is invalidated and the trend has changed and it would have been a rejection. So I'm getting essentially a low risk entry, a tight stop out trade. So we'll go ahead and, so Microsoft 954, here's your contracts, fill price, stop loss is the recent low, right? Exactly what I just said. 322.3 area, 954. We'll just go ahead and timestamp that 954 right here. We get the pop move up. I think we're up like 10 or 15% immediately. I did not take my profits on that, and then it pulls back, and I'm thinking, this may not work, and I might cut. Now, keeping in mind, we are still trying to look for what? These higher lows, right? And mind you, I said Microsoft now at 10%. I moved stop to 322.5, which is actually right here, 322.5. When this candle came down right on this level, I was this close to cutting that trade. And I'm glad that I stayed patient on it because it got bought right back up. So this bottoming wick here on this candle is telling me that there's buying pressure there. There's buyers stepping in. They see this as a dip opportunity. It gets bought right back up. So it's still respecting the lower low stop loss, but then also, just being mindful that it should not really dip any further than that. I said, and I even tell you, Microsoft, any lower than this recent wick, and I'm going to cut the trade because there's no reason to hold through. If it's going to keep dropping from there, there's no reason to wait for it to get down to low of day or anything like that. If it's not going to create these higher lows, I don't want to be in it. So we hold through this candle, get the move up into the high of day, wound up closing it there for a 20% gain. So Microsoft, that's 20%, entry 97, now 117. You can take the profits or hold, but I'm out there. So 1, 2, 3 trades today, this morning, on Tesla and Microsoft, all for a 20% gain. And usually I don't do signals on Friday, but today was a lot of fun. And I saw a lot of focus coming from the team members in the profits channel on those two stocks. So congratulations to everybody that's green today. Thank you for the time. I hope that the video has helped you out. Press the like button for me if you haven't done so already. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I will see you in chat. Cheers.